So I wish I had been there on that day, the 30th of October, 1974. The venue was the 20th of May Stadium in Kinshasa, Zaire, which is now called the Congo. It was 4 a.m., and in the stadium was 60,000 people at 4 a.m. The event was the Rumble in the Jungle. And up for grabs was the WBC and WBA Heavyweight Championship of the world. The purse string, $5 million to each fighter. So you just had to get into the ring and one punch and you could leave there a millionaire. The sponsor of that evening, or that morning, was Mobutu Sese Seko. 60,000 fans in that stadium. In one corner, ladies and gentlemen, George Foreman. At 26 years of age, he walked into the ring with a pre-fight record of 40 fights, no defeats, 37 knockouts. And his strength, he was a power puncher. In the other corner, Muhammad Ali, previously known as Cassius Clay. 32 years of age, pre-fight record, 44 fights, 31 by way of knockout, 2 defeats. He was a previous world champion. But his strengths were his speed, technical ability, a big mouth, as we all know, but a very sharp mind. And as he stepped into that ring, it was his moment of truth. You see, there's something about the way that we think as salespeople, as leaders in business, that separates us from aliens and animals. And it's no different in business. The way that you think in business is what's going to make you successful. And so to be a champion, you need to think like a champion, walk like a champion, talk like a champion, and do what champions do, which is to win. Because the most important organ in the human body is the brain, contrary to popular belief by most of the male species. And so when we invest in our thinking, it is life-changing. It is business-changing. So what do we need to do to become champions in sales or champions in leadership? Well, we need to prepare to win. We have to prepare to win. Ali said it best when he said, I hated training, but I said, suffer now and live the rest of your life as a champion. Think about it. He spoke about work ethic, how important work ethic is to be a champion. Never settling for low standards, ensuring that you strive for excellence and high standards and high moral values. And then speed in our businesses today could be a key differentiator. The speed at which you respond to your customers, the speed at which you reply emails, the speed at which you phone back. Because how often do you phone someone and on their message it says, hi, this is Alex Granger, please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as possible or as soon as I can. And you wait for days on end. That could be your differentiator, the speed at which you respond to your customers. And finally, self-belief. Too many individuals do not believe in their abilities, in their gifts, in their talents, in their skills. And therefore, if you have a negative belief about who you are, you can never attain championship. So I thought to myself, well, one of the biggest things that most of us have as a problem is how do we translate our thinking into doing? Because I think strategy and I think sales goals and I think all these great things, but how do I do what I think? So every year in January, I go to the gym and I start gymming and trying to lose weight, trying to get that defined six-pack. And as you can see, the six-pack seems to define me, all protocol observed. It defines me. Why can I not sustain it? There's 3 quick reasons. In fact, there's many reasons, but I want to focus on 3 today. The reasons why, when we start something, we can't seem to completely continue doing it, and it's not sustainable. You see, with Ali, even though he had a sharp mind and a big mouth, he knew that to beat George Foreman, he had to train relentlessly. He had to train hard. But one of the problems we have that makes us not be able to sustain what we do differently is that we have no congruence. Our goals and our objectives are not aligned with our beliefs and our values and our morals. And when the two are not congruent, they are not sustainable. Secondly is our attitude. Some people go to work and their job is just their job. Their attitude is just that. It's just their attitude. But when you're passionate about what you do and what you sell, Your attitude transcends complacency. It transcends mediocrity. It transcends working hours. Your passion creates the magic that creates the moments of truth for your customers. And finally, it is about priority. You know, it doesn't matter how much your dietitian says to you, you need to cut back on sugar and carbs. You're not going to do it. But the day you have a mild stroke or you survive a heart attack, suddenly wellness, the way you eat, what you eat, and how you eat becomes a priority. So I'm saying to you today, why don't you bump up the priority of your customers, of the way you do business, before your business has a near-death experience? And so in this presentation, I'd like to share with you 10 things that businesses need to stop doing for business success. And the 4 moments of truth that impact on your business on a daily basis. And the 9 key fundamental steps on how you can create championship thinking and doing. So let's talk about it. My name is Alex. Thank you very much.